Big news for the Lethbridge Hurricanes today as Ryan Pilon was back on the ice for the first time since being diagnosed with mono earlier this summer. He could be ready for the season opener next week against the Tigers. Last night, it was the Canes hosting the Tigers in preseason play. Picked this one up in the second. The Tigers lose a faceoff in the Canes zone. Jamal Watson turned on the burners and outskated Zach Hodder to the loose puck. A sharp angle shot put the Canes up 4-2. Now we go to the third period. Tigers' Logan McVeigh took this one on the doorstep, robbed by Christopher Ty. Huge glove save keeps the Canes up by 2. Watch the top left corner of your screen now. Big hit along the boards by Gavin Broadhead. Reed Duke would get the worst of that one, and the sparks flew at the NMAX Center. Both teams would get penalties, and that looks like a suspendable hit to me, in my opinion. More bad blood to come. Just a few minutes later, Scott Allen of the Tigers got leveled by Cade Jensen just out of the screen. Alex Mowbray didn't take too kindly to that hit and would take the upper hand in this fight with Jensen. Let's get back to the scoring action now. Russ Maxwell with the pass to Brady Ramsey, who made no mistake beating Zach Robideau to make it 5-2 Lethbridge. Minutes to go in this contest. Tigers pushing. Watch this move as Broadhead skated in with the puck, completely knocked down Ty, who would be okay, thankfully, and the Canes would go on to win this preseason tilt. 5-2, the final score.
Well, the guys made the shots easy to see, and I put them in places where they'd be hopefully safe. So the guys did a good job, and I followed through.
You know, we're always learning. Like, we can't have 20 minutes off. The second period, we took off, gave up a lot of shots, and we can't be doing that. So practice tomorrow, and rest of the time will help a lot.
It's going to be a learning year, and the guys are going to learn, and they came out in the third. They recovered from it. I think from the timeout to the end of the game, I think they came back and they played hard again. You know, you're going to have those lapses, and like I said, it's a learning curve. Everyone's trying to get better here.
And the Canes play the Kootenay Ice tomorrow in Crow's Nest Pass. The Ice, by the way, are ranked 10th in the CHL to start the new season. A Southern Alberta teenager who's made a name for herself in motocross races across Canada and the U.S. is about to hit the European scene. Shelby Turner will represent Team Canada in Italy later this month. Jeanette Roche has more.
Most teenage girls don't spend their days ripping around a dusty track. And most don't have a floor-to-ceiling room full of trophies either. But this is Shelby Turner's backyard. And this is how she got so many of these.
I definitely think that living on a farm and having the family that I do has probably helped me a lot. I mean, if I lived in town, I don't think I would be out riding as much as I do.
The 18-year-old from Barron's has been riding a dirt bike since before she could pedal a tricycle. At the age of 2, Shelby's dad put her on her first motorbike, and she took off, literally. Jumping a 250-pound dirt bike takes a lot of commitment, a lot of focus, and a lot of practice.
Is it a career I want her to do? No. Is it a career I want her to have fun with? Yes.
The Turners are avid racers. These trophies don't all belong to Shelby. Her mom, Renee, and brother Avery share some of the space on the wall. For this family of 4, it's just a part of life. Already this summer, Shelby's raced several times, including the X Games in Los Angeles. And later this month, she's off to Italy, where she'll represent Canada in the international 6 days enduro race.
It's 6 days long, 250K a day. It'll be the hardest, I think, just to finish. I mean, it's the first time I've ever went, so I'll just have to focus on racing for all 6 days and not getting hurt or wrecking anything.
Speaking of wrecks, 2 years ago, a dirt bike accident left Shelby with a severed liver and damaged kidney. She had to spend 9 months off her bike, but it didn't stop her from getting back on.
If you get in a car accident, are you not going to drive a car anymore? I mean, it's way more risky me getting into my truck to go to school than it would be for me to ride my bike. So that's the way I look at it.
There's always a worry, no matter what you do. If you've got kids, you're always worried about them. So it's always good when they hit the finish line, that's for sure.
Jeanette Roche, CTV Sports, Barron's.